What's up everyone, Byron here with Social Paintball with an app review of the Field Designer app. Now this Field Designer app retails in the Apple market or the Apple App Store that is, for $6.99, and it's currently only optimized for the iPod Touch. That's why it looks so small on this iPad2 screen. But we are going to be able to pretty much make it bigger and bring you guys a better viewing experience. Now this Field Designer app is basically to go ahead and create your own layout or edit a current layout or basically build a strategy for the airball field, that is. And we're gonna go ahead and take a tour of this app. Let's go ahead and do that. First off, let's go ahead to create field layout. And let's go ahead and create a PSP layout. As you can see, they have the options for PSP, NPPL, or Millennium layout. And I actually play PSP format, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. And as you can see right here, you do have a small screen on the left side for your field, and on the right side, you have a choice to pretty much throw in a bunker. Now, this is actually the X bunker, so that's of course what you're gonna start off with. So let's go ahead and start off with the X bunker really quick. And we're gonna go ahead and drag this. Actually, first off, let's turn off mirroring, because mirroring actually allows you, I'll give a better explanation about that in a second. But let's go ahead and drag this X bunker to the field. And as you can see right there, the X bunker is in the center 50. And let's go ahead and add another bunker to this field. Let's add a brick. And we're gonna go ahead, before I add this brick, turn on mirroring, because this allows you to pretty much make opposing bunkers on each side of the field to pretty much save you some time as you're creating your field layout. Let's go ahead and drag this onto the screen. So as you can see, the way you spread the bunkers out, you're pretty much tapping a directional arrow key. Unfortunately, you can't like grab this and drag it somewhere on the field. That's something I like to see that these app designers improve on within this app, because that would actually save a lot of time. So basically, you're just gonna go ahead and click. Let's go ahead and add another bunker. Let's add a giant snake beam. And let me drag myself over to the corner, because this is exactly where the snake will be. And let's go ahead and spread that out really quick. I have two giant beams, and that's gonna be the start of my snake. And you can go ahead and just pretty much add bunkers wherever you feel and pretty much create your own layout and make it your own. It's actually a really handy tool. And there are a few things that I'd like to see them improve upon, such as using pinch to zoom out and zoom in and out of the field on this create a layout screen, because that would make things a lot easier to view. And this field layout, create a designer field layout app, can really benefit field owners out there as well as players, because you get a feel for basically creating your own field layout, and you can just mess around with it and come up with something great, and possibly even show your field owner and get them to set up the layout. And that's just a really high point to me. Now let's go back to the home screen. No, we do not want to save this. They do give you the option to save it. Now let's go back to the home screen. Let's say for instance, we want to edit a current layout. Now in the PSP format, that's one of the main formats that's currently out there. PSP and NPPL, that is, in the US. We're gonna go ahead to PSP. Now for every field layout that comes out for PSP, it will of course be updated on here. I'm 100% sure about that, because as you can see right here, we do have the sample PSP layout that was released to the internet and was floating around on PB Nation for quite some time. To basically show off what the PSP layout would look like as an example. And right here you do have the Galveston 2011 layout. Now if you click on that, you'll see the full Galveston 2010 layout. It's kind of hard to see because unfortunately you can't zoom out, but I am going to give a better view of this in another option, and I'll take you to see that right now. But if I wanted to, I could pretty much pick up this bunker and move it somewhere and pretty much edit the 2011 Galveston layout, and that's definitely a really cool thing in my opinion. And last but not least, let's talk about strategy. Now this was possibly my favorite part of this app, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly why. Of course, you do have the Galveston layout, and like I've said before, you will have every other layout that's released for PSP, and I believe NPPL and the Millennium series, if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, it does have Paris 2011 for the Millennium Series, and for the MPPL, you do have HB 2011, Huntington Beach, of course. Now, PSP, let's go into the Galveston layout once again, and you can zoom in and out from pinch to zoom, and that's a really great option. I just wish that it was a bit more fluent in the pinch to zoom, pretty much zooming in. Now let's go ahead and make a strategy. Say for instance, I bring this to my team, and instead of using the white chalkboards or the whiteboards basically to draw out the entire layout and show my guys where I want them to go, I can go ahead and click on one of these bunkers. Say for instance, I have my back right player over here. I can click on this bunker and type in something saying shoot down the tape. Now that that's entered, I can go ahead and hit the return key. Now I can go ahead and do this to just about any bunker on here, but if I come back to this bunker and click on it, you'll see what that back right player is supposed to be doing. Now this can really benefit a team, and I would like to see it improved a bit as far as stability goes, because sometimes the app does crash, and that can really be a bother if you're in the middle of a tournament and you want to find out what your field assignments are. You can't exactly find them out because the app's crashing on you. But yeah, you can do that with just about any bunker on here. You can tell whoever to do whatever on the field. In my position, I'm mainly a snake player, so say for instance my coach wants me to hop in the snake, and once I get into the S2, say for instance we're calling this S2, he wants me to go ahead and look inside. So look inside, and say for instance he wants me to shoot inside. Now once I come to this bunker, basically I know what I'm supposed to be doing at this bunker, and I would know what I was supposed to be doing at the 50 if I assigned an assignment to that bunker. Another thing that I like is, say for instance you want to show your guys where you want them to run or where you want them to shoot. We have the tactics option. Let's go ahead and click on tactics. And now, as you can see right here, they do have a marker sort of thing. And say, for instance, I want my back left player to just basically shoot down the tape, and I didn't want to add the notes. I can just draw a line, and that'll tell him to shoot down the tape. And or I could tell, say for instance, tell my players off the break, I want you to run here to the 50x. I want you to run to this D1, and I want you to basically lane from home. And that would pretty much allow my players to see exactly what I want them to do, and give them a visual option as opposed to telling them. Now this can really benefit a team, because seeing things as opposed to just hearing them can really benefit your game. I have asked a few of the players on my team, we currently play in the PSP series, whether you would use this app, and they all of course said yes. The only issue that we of course had was the stability issue, and I can guarantee you from now on I will definitely be using this app. I just wish that they did improve upon a few key aspects, such as making it compatible with the Apple iPad. As I've said before, I had to pretty much increase the screen size, and it kind of pixelated out a lot of things, and that was something that I wasn't a really big fan of. But you can save your strategies under whatever name that you decide to save it as, and as you can see, and you can come back and open it up later. Now this has been an app review of the Field Designer app. As I said before, this app can seriously greatly benefit your team if you're just starting out, or whether you're a pro team. And as I've said before, I just wish that it did have the compatibility thing with the Apple iPad, because I wouldn't want to be using this on an iPod touch screen, because it's kind of small in my opinion. But I definitely recommend this app to anyone out there, and hopefully they'll improve upon a few of the things that I've said before. And that's just about everything with this review. This has been Byron with Social Paintball. I will hopefully catch you guys in a future review on this channel. Peace out.